Good day, everyone. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Tirunaukarsi, daughter of Madhavan. Matrix number 276429 with my partner today.
Hi everyone, my name is Eliza binti Ismail, matric number 276315. Do you want to know our purpose to do this project today?
Yes, Annie, of course, it's about our pair presentation, is it?
Yes, exactly Tina. Today we had choose business as our theme for this project. We would like to give more information about what we discovered and do some research on it.
What are we waiting for? Let us start our presentation. Today, we would like to share some interesting info about the types of business entities in Malaysia.
That sounds great. I have been collecting some information about it. We can share our knowledge on it.
Sure, Annie. In Malaysia, for everyone to start running a business, will have to undergo business registration with the Companies Commission of Malaysia (SSM), Suruhanjaya Syarikat Malaysia. Given there are different types of entities available in Malaysia, it is crucial to understand their function to ensure that it suits your business plan and expectation.
This is the most important thing to know when we plan to start a business in our country, right? Tell me more about the type of business entities in Malaysia.
Hello everyone! Today we're gonna learn how to register our business with SSM. First, you have to sign up at EasyBiz. Click the sign up button and then fill your business info. Once you've registered, you're gonna receive an email where they'll tell you to go to your nearest SSM office to verify your IC. I went to UTC Pudu where you can go by LRT. It is at Plaza Rakyat Station. The office is at G floor. All you have to do is bring your IC, wait for your queue and scan your fingerprint. After that, you're gonna log in with your username and password and then go to My Business Service, New Business. And then you have to fill all the forms and then make payment for the activation of your business on how many years you want it to be active. After a few days, the business is gonna be approved. To download your certificate, click List New Business and then click Approve or Read and this button. And now, your business is registered! Yay!
Today we are going to discuss some of the business entities. Generally, there are five main types of business entities in Malaysia. First, sole proprietorship, partnership, limited liability partnership, private limited company, public limited company.
Wow, that's great. I have heard about some of business entities from this list. Can you tell me more about it?
Sure. First, let me tell you about sole proprietorship versus private limited company. The sole proprietorship seems like the best option for most people due to the advantage of the sole proprietorship. First is freedom. You will be your own boss. A lot of people like that. There are tax benefits of being a sole proprietorship compared to being an employee. For example, employee versus sole proprietorship. Both pay taxes. However, employee pay more tax than a sole proprietorship. Do you know that a sole proprietorship is very easy to start up in Malaysia? Simple and cheap registration. Registration fee is only Malaysian ringgit 30 for personal name and Malaysian ringgit 60 for trade name. Second is simple annual compliance procedure when the owner only need to pay the annual fee for renewal purpose. Annual business renewal fee is only Malaysian ringgit 30 for personal name and Malaysian ringgit 60 for trade name. Third, tax rate is low as will be charged against the owner's personal income with the rate of 0% to 26%. The last one is decision making is easier as no general meetings are required to conclude such decisions.
Yeah, that's true. Most small business owners will go for this entity. However, what most people do not realize is That this simple way also come with a considerable risk to take note of. Let me tell you this advantage of sole proprietorship. First, very default of sole proprietorship to raise money when they need to expand their business. And also others examples such as first, owner is personally liable for all the debt accumulated by the business. If bankrupt occurs, credits can easily sue the owner to claim their debt owed. It is not as easy to apply for the business loan with a bank as there are skeptical of such business. It is also not easy to encourage third-party investors to fund the business as there are not share options within this type of business. Only nation citizen or permanent resident is able to register for this business.
Ernie, do you know that most people are not aware that sole proprietorship still needs to prepare a simple accounting report consistent of a balance sheet and profit loss for the year. This will be required if the owner wish to apply for a loan as a supporting document. So people who decide to start sole proprietorship should take note of a lot of things before they start over a business.
So, can I ask you why should you opt for a private limited company instead of sole proprietor?
Amy, there are some difference between private limited company and sole proprietors. First, separate legal entity. A private limited company is considered as a legal person who can purchase asset under its own name, bind the contract as well as sue another entity in court. Second, it can be solely owned by a person. It's a local or a foreigner. Third is Company Act 2016 has eased the annual compliance for private limited company where it is not compulsory to file an audited report until meets a certain criterion. Next is easier to open a business bank account and expose with different types of loan packages. More tax incentives furnished by a Inland Revenue Board (IRBM), such as pioneer status, investment tax allowance and SME legislation grant scheme and automation grant. Next is a private limited company is preserved to be more professional and legitimate entity which will increase confidence for investors to invest within the company. The tips is a foreign person can be 100% sole owner of a private limited company as long as he has a residential address in Malaysia. That's why investors opt for private limited company instead of sole proprietorship.
Interesting. We go for next. Tell me about partnership and limited liability partnership.
Sure, I know a little bit about it. Generally, a partnership is formed when two or more people get together to run a business. Each partner contribute something to the partnership. In return, they will receive a share of profits or losses. Each partner is personally responsible for all partnership deals. If the partnership can't pay, the creditor can approach any of the partners individually to collect the money owed.
Oh, that means all the partners are equally responsible for this business. Even it's a loss, normally what kind of business will go for partnership?
Yes, that's what we call business partners are. A partnership is actually similar to sole proprietorship, except it can have more than one owner, but not more than 20. This type of business is normally used to start up audit firms or law firms.
Tina, I have a question about something that I heard before. Do you know why most prefer the conventional partnership compared to a limited liability partnership?
As far as I know, most prefer the conventional partnership compared to a limited liability partnership is because first is ease of registration. The registration fees is only Malaysian ringgit 30 for personal name and Malaysian ringgit 60 for trade name, and can be done within an hour with any SSM branch or online via eBiz online services. Second is less compliance requirements. Similar to sole proprietorship, a conventional partnership is subject to favor compliance requirements. There is no statutory requirements for an annual audit, annual general meeting, and annual return filing. And last is relatively lower tax. Similar to sole proprietorship, the annual tax is chargeable directly to the partner's personal income tax, where they can also enjoy personal tax relief and scale tax rates.
Wow, that's a really good info that we should know, and I agree with it as per my research.
The last one will be about public limited company. Can you tell me about public limited company is an option to expand exciting business?
Yes, for sure. I can share something about it that I know so far. Most of regulation in private limited company applies to a public limited company except first, the company share can be sold to the public as an alternative to raise fund. Strict compliance such as holding annual general meeting and filing audit report are compulsory. A more complex administration that can also lead to slow decision-making process.
However, despite the difference, there are advantages once a private limited company wishes to expand their business and convert to public limited company, right? Can you tell me more about it?
Yes, Tina, of course I can. First is institutional investment. It is easier for public listed companies to attract eh, investment without having to go to hassle negotiation. Second, enhance corporate profile and improve valuation. Listed company can greatly elevate the company profile, which automatically enhance the increased business opportunities as there is element of truth and credibility. Third, employees shareholding scheme. This type of scheme is able to boost the employees' morale, retain long service, and loyal employees as well as attract first-rate employees. Last, portable exit strategy. Making the company public will provide a mechanism for owner to nurture and expand the business, working toward improving the entity's share price performance and selling it prior to an exit as a offer potential high payout.
Wow, I really believe all this information is giving more knowledge to all of us and especially to those who plan to start a business in Malaysia. Do you have anything more to ask about what we discussed, Ernie?
No, Tina, I have nothing else to ask. I have got all the basic info that I need about a business entities in Malaysia. Let's collaboration on our conversation for this time being.
We apologize for any mistakes or errors throughout our talk. That's all from us. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day ahead. Bye.
Bye.